Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn, and I'm glad you're here. Whether you are a new viewer or you're returning, welcome. I'm glad you decided to click on that video and see what I was about. Or if you're a returning viewer, just come hang out with me. Now, I know this looks very strange in the behind me, right? So a lot has been going on since this last video that I recorded on Tuesday the 20th. It's been a week, and I'm just now getting to this video of things I bought last Wednesday, the day after I filmed that last video, our last day at the store. Y'all, I am not even kidding you. It's been busy. Busy. But it's a good busy. And when I get finished with these haul videos, I will show you my new space. Unfortunately, I needed space quicker than I could afford to build something. So I went with a different alternative. But I'll tell y'all all about that later. Now, grab you something to drink. I have my trusty dandy tea. And I was waiting. It's about 9:15. And I started to record this at 7 a.m. But, y'all, I'm not kidding. Yesterday was Memorial Day. Oh, 2. I got to clean that off now. Anyway, yesterday was Memorial Day, but it's been raining all, Saturday, Sunday, Monday for 3 days. Now 4, because it's Tuesday and it's raining still. Don't y'all like my entire all over the place videos? You never know what you're going to get when you click on my videos. I've told y'all. It's like Forrest Gump and his mama's box of chocolates. All right. So, the last time I caught up with you on a video, I had done Monday, 3 days before we closed, on the 19th. And then I bought that stuff for 80% off. Okay. Well, this was 90. This was 90% off. Because the very last day, we did 90% off. So, I'm talking cheap. So, I bought a lot of stuff I probably would not have bought otherwise. We're going to start going down the list. Actually, I'm gonna do the big stuff first so I can get it out of my way. Because I have room now. But while I'm filming a video, I'll tell y'all about what I just saw another video. Anyway, when I'm filming a video, I like to have things close enough to where I can reach them. Alright, well, that means it's in my space. Okay. Unfortunately, I only have one receipt. That doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. I have to do, because my computer, my register was locking down around 100 items. So, when my coworker rang me out on my register, I had to do it in 3 batches. That's how much stuff I bought. And unfortunately, I could only find one receipt. But it doesn't really matter because today is the 27th. All stores have to be closed by Friday at the very latest. So, it's not like we'll get these prices again anyway. So, I can just show you what I have. Now, this little guy, this was just a random value pound plus ball that I found, and it has some fuzz on it, so I'm gonna have to clean it up. But these were really, really cheap on that Monday at 80% off. I can't remember right now. It's been a whole week and there's been a lot going on. I will tell y'all about that toward the end of the video, but this is for the people. At the beginning, it's for the people who don't want to listen to me yap. Well, you kind of listen to me yap anyway, because even as I'm showing you things, I'm yapping. Yappy, 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 yappy. So I found that and these two little strays. Now, this is the living. This is not the value. But I think these were at the front. But it was in a box with other colors that I bought that I'll show you later. Well, I'm showing you now, but I'm just saying it's like the second box down. I have 3 boxes, a bag, and this little pick box from our holiday floral picks. Yeah, so I have a lot to show you. Anyway, it was in the box. But now my last video from last week that you probably saw, you will probably see today, because unfortunately our weekend was so crazy busy that my son didn't get a chance to edit the video and have it ready for Monday, so it got aired on Tuesday, and I'm sorry for that, but y'all, it was so worth it. I hope y'all forgive me for being a day late. But on that video, I showed you the Living in Authentic, that I bought 5 of them. Well, I bought 6 more. So between these 6 and this 2, and I have white. I think I have some white in Living. Maybe. I have plenty to do all kind of fun things with. Alright. Now these I bought. This is just plain Jane cardstock. I thought about printing out some thank you cards to put in my packages for y'all, because shipping printing the labels and the packing slips on my printer. My printer's old. Sometimes it doesn't want to work right. So I would love to try it all in one swoop and get some thank you cards made out of cardstock. But this one is those blues. Now, had they had purples, I would have been all over that. I did buy some another day, and I don't have it in here with me. I think it's still in my old cubby, because I haven't fully moved in here. It's a work in progress. But anyway, I did get some other colors on another day. But these, I think they were 40 cents maybe. Something like that. I don't know. It was relatively cheap, and it's 50 sheets. So I'm good to go on that. Because I don't think... Yeah. Oh, I think this was like $1, maybe? I think that's what it was. It's not on here, so I can't tell you. But it says I have Fun Brights. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So these were... It's not on here. Oh, it is on here. All right, these were like 40 cents. No, these were 35 cents. 35 cents. Can't beat it. All right. Now, yes, I got some more of these. I think I only got 2 of these this day. And to tell you, to be totally upfront and honest, I shopped twice on the 21st. I shopped at my store before we closed, because we didn't even make it to, well, the Great American guy, John, he come in and said we would be closing at noon. Because we literally had only that front aisle worth of stuff. That was it. And then a playpen or two full of yarn and flannel. Which I'll tell you all about that in a minute. So, at first he said noon, right? And then he says, oh, wait, at noon, he said we'd be closing in an hour. So, we ended up, I think we finally closed at 1 or 1:30. But I was amazed that we had enough stuff to last that long. Okay, so, okay. I have a box here that I'm having to go through. And I think, wow. Okay. Oops. Hold on. Imagine me dropping something. Shocking, right? Alright, so I did get some more marking pens. Or marking pencils. I only have 4. Y'all, I'm going to have to find a place for all this mess. Y'all know that, right? Okay, and you know how in that last video I said that I wanted to get some hook and eye, what the heck am I trying to say? The Velcro. Alright, you know I said I wanted to get some of that. Well, I did. Alright. Look here. Oh, goodness. Alright, well. Found another thing. Ooh, that felt stiff. Alright, so I kept calling them hook and eye. They're hook and loop. I know I said it right on my other video, but, today's a new day, right? Today's a day that I can goof up what I'm trying to say. Alright, I'm trying to make sure that I get what I need to get out of here to show you. Alright. Okay. So, completely random. One little needle threader. I thought I bought a couple of these, but I could be wrong. It was utter chaos. We were trying to close, and everybody kept trying to grab my stuff. So my coworker said, Lynn, let's just ring you out and get you your stuff in your truck, and then we'll go from there. I said, okay. So, they did have some hook and loop in these spirals. They're 5 feet by 3/4 inch. But I will probably use a good bit in here in conjunction with my command strip stuff, because I painted these walls, so I don't want to mess them up. So I have 3 of those. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Now these have peeling sticks. Oh! Sticky back fasteners. But I don't know that I would trust this like I trust command strips. Just saying. But these right here will come in handy. Now, this is what I was referring to that day on my last video. This is industrial hook and loop. But it's wide. This is only a 4 foot long, but it's 2 inches wide. Now, y'all are probably thinking, what in the world could she use that's 2 inches wide? I don't know. But I have enough of it here. I have enough of it here to where I think I can, I'll figure out a way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 of these. They were originally $16.99. I think these might have been $1, maybe less. And I know I got 14. But I will tell you this. I don't have to use the 2 inches. I can cut this straight down the middle and do a 1 inch. But I will tell you, when I had to clear this room out, I had to make more storage somewhere else. So this 2 inch wide, that might be perfect for some of that. Because I fish, okay? Me and my husband, we love to fish. We have 2 boats. We have a pontoon boat and a bass boat. Both are broken down. Both haven't ran in almost 2 years, and it stresses me out, but you know, what can I do? But we have some crappie rods. We like to crappie fish. Now, a crappie rod is about 10 feet or more, right? So I need a way to get them up and elevated to keep them out of the way. And I was going to use command strips. But I think I might use my command strips for walls that I don't want to mess up. Where my storage right now, and always, what we just did, is OSB board. So this will work perfectly. And I can get a lot of things on the walls and use vertical space, because I'm all about vertical space. I know you don't see that right now, but I'm not done in here. I'm not done in here at all, y'all. And I'm looking out my window, and I am enjoying this. It's a different view, but I think I'm going to enjoy it too. And then once I get my wind chimes, and I did get, you know what I didn't show y'all? Oh, poo. It's a hummingbird feeder. I'll have to show you that on this next video when I take a break. Because like I said, I went to 2 stores. I went to my store, and then I went to West Columbia store. Which West Columbia was a disappointment. I will admit that. In the respect that I was used to 90% off from my store, and I come home, grab my husband, and him and I went to West Columbia, and they were still at 60% off. Which blew my mind. Now, they did go to 70% off the next day, but I had promised my husband that I was going to make that one trip, and I was done. I was not going back up there. Because with my car being down right now because of the brake issue, I had to drive. We were driving his truck, and it's a gas guzzler, and I'm not about to spend that gas twice to go up there for 60 or 70% off. Maybe that was stupid. Maybe, I don't know. But I also had to work Thursday. My store closed Wednesday, but we also had to go in Thursday and clean it up and, you know, get it ready so that when the lease expired, it was clean. So, that video will come next because there was just too much stuff in the 2 trips to where I could put it in one video. So anyway, that hook and loop will work beautifully in there, and then I will show y'all. Anyway, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I did end up getting some sewing gauges. I can't remember if I bought some of this the last time or not, but I have never used these. But one of the ladies I was talking with, one of my customers, said that she has a ton, and she had bought 20 or more of these. She says she likes to keep them because she always loses them. So we'll see. It's a sewing gauge with sliding marker. But on it, it says sewing and knitting gauge. So we shall see. I'll give y'all a close-up. And don't mind my fingers. They have paint. I have bruises. I mean, y'all, it looks like I was beaten to death. I have bruises everywhere. But I'm going to see if I can get that close to you. You see down here it says knitting and sewing gauge, or sewing and knitting gauge. So, I don't know. I mean, I have a knitting gauge, so. I don't know if I'll use it for that purpose. But you know, I very rarely use things for purposes that they're meant to be anyway. And then I did get one last lonely little command strip. Now, I bought some of this the other day. And these were the only two that we had left. Literally the only two we had left. And I bought those, just quilt binding. I plan on, and I know I'm very, very new to the quilting world, but I plan on making my own, my own binding tape. My little co-host has decided to grace me with her presence, so we will see if she fusses at me or not. All right. Well, hi, baby. Hi. You want to come say hi? Come here. Come here. Come on. Maya. Where are you going? You can't go that way. She's not used to this new space. Come around. Come here. Hold on a minute, y'all. Come here. Oh, I know. I know. Come here. That's my baby. That's Grandma's big girl. This is Maya, for those of you who are new. She is my son's puppy. She hangs out with us while her daddy works. So she's my grandpupper. And she is a constant on the channel because she always likes to fuss and get, yeah. So, I didn't buy I didn't buy 4 of these. So, I must have accidentally stuck the one that I got from last week, from June, into my box. Because I only bought 3 on the last day. And I got lucky on that because a customer had them in her buggy. I didn't even think we had any more. But, yeah, she's like, no, I don't want these. I'm like, why not? I mean, they're black. They're a staple cotton. Why wouldn't you want that? All right. So let me see if I can put this stuff back in this box and get this box out of my way and show you my other goodies. And then I will unpack these boxes when I start organizing my space in here. Yeah. And this used to be our overstock boxes. All right. Now. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all about these. Okay. So, and I'm going to have to lint roll every one. Maya, you hit the tripod, baby. What? You hit it. Grandma didn't hit it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to, it's flannel. So it attracts everything. But this, surprisingly, was all this stuff on here was from the store. Because it's black. Alright, so. At the very end, Maya, go lay down, please. Lay down. I know. Lay down. Lay down. Okay. So, at the very end, he said that we were marking everything 90%. So, I ended up getting these. Now, I think I don't have the receipt for these. So, I don't know. I don't think they were on this receipt. Because they took up almost their entire shush. Baby. Please stop. Yeah, see, this isn't even on here anywhere. I have no clue. I have no clue. Anyway, I think they were maybe 50 cents to $1 a piece. But what I did is I told them, I was like, I'm going to take the rest of it, because we were almost ready to close and nobody had bought any. So I was like, I'll take the rest of them. And I think there's like 39 of those puppies. Yeah, because I remember saying, oh, I didn't hit 40. Now, I might keep a couple to put on the website for just plain black, solid, reusable paper towels. But I think what I'm going to do for the rest of them, because they are 2 yards a piece, I can take 2 of these, sew them together, and they can be a good blanket for a homeless person. And I think that's what I'm going to do with this, almost the entire box. Like I said, I have some of those bumblebees and that navy and all that from the other day. So I might just do that. I might keep, 5 or 6. That way it'll be about the same. Do you have to go out right now? Yeah. I don't know if y'all can hear her talking to me, but she's begging so sweetly. So I might keep like 5 or 6 of these. But I will be right back. I'm going to take her out to potty. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. And my hair's it got a little wet and flat. And nothing like getting nice and chilled because I walk outside. Even though it's, I think it's like 75-ish, maybe. Might be a little cooler, but when you get damp from the rain, you kind of get a little cool. Alright, so I was talking about me making some blankets and donating for homeless for 90% of this, okay? But I did get some more, just a couple of these. I think this is tie-dye. Yeah, it's khaki tie-dye. It's yellow. It's not khaki. I don't care what color they think they're talking about, but this is definitely not khaki. It's yellow. Well, it's like yellow and orange. And then I ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 navies. Now, I wanted to get those. There was still a lot left, but as I was grabbing those, there was probably about 20 total. And the other lady said, since you got all the black, can I have the rest of the navy? And I said, yeah. Do you want some of the black? And she's like, no, I just need some navy. And I said, girl, here, have at it. So she did. I have the 5 and she had the rest. Now, all right, I'm not a decorating type person normally, because I'm just not, honestly. I don't have the patience for it, for one. I wasn't raised to be a decorating person. The only holiday we ever really decorated for was for Christmas, and it was bare minimum because, we were poor. So, I ended up getting these. I think these were 70 cents, maybe, a piece. But it's Easter garland. And they're little wooden eggs. Well, they're the robin's eggs. You see how they're painted so pretty? But I thought, how cute would this be for behind me as a backdrop? Or I could take like 1 or 2 of them for Easter. 1 or 2 for Halloween. 1 or 2 for Christmas. Or I could do, instead of a Halloween theme, I could do more autumn colors, so it could be more fall. But I did. I got 6 of these puppies. Now, what I'm going to do with them, I have no clothes. I mean, I just told you what I was probably going to do with them, but I don't know 100% if that's what I'm going to do, and these things are loud. So they're going to be put in that box right there. Now, y'all know how I was talking about the flannel. Well, there was a couple ladies that were standing over at the yarn that we had in these little buckets right there at the front of the store. I think I showed y'all that in one of my other videos. The only thing we had left was this color. And we had 6 totes. 6 totes left. And that was when we opened. Well, at noon, we had 3 totes left. And I was like, okay. We were supposed to be closing at noon, and then that's when he said, you know, in the next hour. So he's like, Lynn, I know you got all that flannel. Do you want to grab some of this yarn? And I'm like, no, I really don't need it. He's like, please, I want to try to get us as cheap as possible. So on top of the 90%, he gave me an extra 50%, but y'all knew that. But these ended up being, oh my gosh, this is heavy. All right, it's only 1 layer. So I didn't get even a whole tote. I only got half a tote. Because I told him, I said, if you make that offer to other people, they'll probably take it. So I got half of it. It says 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 31. Had 31. And I think with him giving me that extra deal, it came out to be 15 or 20 cents a ball. I wish I had the receipt. I don't even know. But it was cheap. Now this color, I really, really like it. Oops. My coworker really packed these things in. It's called Fun Brights. And I'm trying not to scratch up my freshly painted wall that it took me forever to paint. And my finger, where I put together a shelving unit that I bought. Actually, I put together 4 shelving units. Yeah, nope, that ain't it. Okay. That was another receipt from another day. Because I have all my, I'm trying to keep all my receipts together so I can put them in my, my thing there. I think it was like 20 cents, but I can't, it's not on this receipt. I don't know. All right. Anyway, so, I mean, but can you imagine? I would love a cardigan out of this. Wouldn't that be so bright and pretty? It would be just the thing to brighten up a dreary, cold winter day. Whoa, that's a big old knot this thing has. Look at this. And it's right there at the surface. It went from green to blue. That's a big old knot. But that's okay. I'm going to find what all I can get into with that. Now, alright. Tippy Tappy came back. What, Missy Miss? So, that is all 3 boxes. Now, so I have these 2 totes and then the box. So we're almost done, y'all. I don't even know what time I sat back down here. I don't even know. But we're going to try to get through it within a reasonable amount of time. If I can hit under an hour for this video, and then under an hour for the next video, to recording today, in the same day, I'll be happy. Sorry. Okay, so now we're going to do the floral pick box. So apparently I have heavy stretch. I have two different kinds of elastic. I have soft waistband elastic, and then I have heavy stretch waistband elastic. So, good grief. Alright, so apparently I went crazy on this. Y'all, I didn't count. I just grabbed a handful of elastic and thought I had grabbed all soft, but apparently I didn't. Apparently I grabbed some heavy as well. And the rest, it looks like, is soft. So, 3 of the heavy. This is 1.5 inches by 3 yards. And then I have the soft, which is 1.5 inches by 2 yards. What am I going to do with all this elastic, y'all? I can't even cut this down to like 3/4 of an inch and be straight. I probably could if I wanted to take the time and clip it to my table and run it down. So I probably could. Let's see this. 5, 10, 15. Look at me. I did it all nice and even. Alright, this I bought for my daughter-in-law. Or I might end up doing it for myself. Y'all know I used to cross-stitch like crazy. Well, I've said it. I haven't shown you anything I've cross-stitched because most of everything I cross-stitched was lost in my house fire in 2003. And I haven't cross-stitched but one thing since, and that was for my best friend, and it was a Prince emblem. But I got these little guys here. They were like 10 cents a piece. So I bought 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Oh, only I didn't do it even this time. I just grabbed some. But I thought, how cute would that be as not for using for cross stitch, which you could if you were using something relatively small, but as a picture frame, hanging picture frame for either little mementos, or you can do little cross stitch things for those. You know how they used to come in those kits? We had kits once upon a time, but they were gone pretty early during the liquidation. All right, I don't want to lose this. All right, so I have more hooks. I bought an assortment this time. I bought some 4.5. I think there's some 3.5 in here. 8s. I bought 2 of the 8s with the wooden handle. But again, these are Susan Bates, so I don't know if I'm going to like them. But if worse comes to worse, I can sell them, I can donate them, I can give them away as prizes. I have no clue yet. Now, I know you are not one. Oh, you have your toy. She come in here whining with her toy in her mouth. Okay. Oh, okay. So, you know how I said I thought I bought more than one of those needle threaders? I did. Apparently 2, 4, 5. I bought a total of 6 needle threaders. And it says it has cutters, which I suppose it does on the very bottom of them. I had to pull. Y'all, if y'all could see the bruise on my finger. It says it has a cutter on the bottom of that. And it looks like it does. Alright. So I bought a total of 6 of those. Now, oh, and just some random DMC floss that I don't even think she charged me for that because there was no barcode on it. But apparently it was with all those hooks that I picked up that was in that bin. Alright. So I am a button fanatic. I love to collect buttons. And I have a lot. I'll just do a quick rundown so y'all can see them. And like this, I have several of, because I mean, they're just a nice utility type metal button. Now, I did end up getting some of them. Oh, I don't like these kind of buttons. I don't like shank buttons. I like the eye buttons that I can sew it on easy. And apparently I grabbed a few shank buttons. Oh well. I was trying to make sure I got all of these out so that I didn't pick them up by accident. Alright. So, I have several of this style. And I think these would be good for like coats or sweaters or cardigans, that type. Let's see. I bought a few. Because he was trying to get all the stuff gone, and I'm like, yep, that feeds right into my mentality of get the good stuff that you like. There's some more of those metal buttons. What? What, baby? What? More metal buttons. So, see, I have a handful of all of those style. Some are the organic, and some of them are the La Mode. So, they're all kind of that way. Alright, for the oblong type. Now, I bought 3 of these, and it has an assortment of 11 black buttons in them. And I thought, okay, that would be cool. Now, I just seen on the back of this says hand wash. Oops. Since when did buttons become a hand wash thing? Do y'all know? Because I have never seen a button give me washing instructions. Okay. So these are the shank buttons I was telling you. I don't like the shanks. Because when I have worn shank style buttons, and it looks like I only got those 2. They feel wobbly on my clothes, and it doesn't feel like they're secure. So these might have to find a new home. They might have to find a new home. Alright, so every one of these buttons is different now. I only have a few, so I'll show y'all. And more oblong. Just your one big basic white button. Oh, nope, I found. Well, this isn't a shank button, but it is. I wonder what they call this. It doesn't say. And this one says washable, so who knows? But it's not a shank in the way you would normally think of shank as far as being raised that much. But it is definitely a shank style because you have to go in the button, not through the button, you know. And then I got some pretty wood ones. I wanted an assortment of wood buttons. I wanted because these are plastic, and I wanted those wood buttons, but by the time I got to work Wednesday, they were gone. But I like these little brown buttons because, I mean, they can go with just about anything. Now, I didn't think about it when I was about, oh, now see these, I love these. These I might make into earrings. I'm not a big earring person. I mean, if y'all will see, I have 2 holes, but as you age, y'all know what I'm talking about. Your lobe gets stretched. So I really don't wear anything in my bottom lobe. I just wear just a little silver stud in my top with a little diamond. Teeny tiny little thing, because y'all know I'm not, I mean, even my nose ring is not big. No, I just like little stuff. I like that pretty button. Now, I thought that could be like for a shawl, or it honestly could be just for a single button for a cardigan. And these were kind of cool. These were metal. I thought those were neat. Ooh, that finger hurts. I will show y'all that shelving unit that I abused my fingers over. I bought 4 of them for this room. And my husband's like, you spending more money? Yep, unfortunately. But it also rounded up a lot of yarn that I have bought lately, which I didn't need to. But, and I do have room for the yarn that I just showed y'all. So I don't have to invade other parts of my house. That's always a good thing, right? I think so. My tea's getting a little cool. I don't know if y'all can hear these birds. But it amazes me that I can hear them right now because of the, I found some more. Oh, okay. I've never used this. This is Soft and Easy hem tape. And I got it in gray because that's the only thing we had left. I've never used hem tape like this. I've used Stitch Witch. But I don't think this is anything like that. This looks like something that you would sew in a hem. I've always done just my regular folded hem, or I cheated and used Stitch Witch. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I did find another double-sided tape. Okay, so this I bought. Well, okay. I got more of that. What the heck? Oh. Okay. Don't ask me why I have more needle threaders. I mean, true, you can never have... I lose those like I lose my mind, but... Alright, so I did get another hem tape. I don't know... Oh, 3 hem tapes. I don't know where the other 2 come from. And I swear I did not get this. I don't know how it's in my bag, unless it's from the other day. But no, this is the bag that... Y'all, it's been a week since I did all this. And things have been moved around many times. So, this might be the one from last week. Just saying. But I know this bag was not. Y'all see this bag? It's all thread. Now, you know last week when I counted off that soft yellow, and I had like 11... I have more than that now. I'm not going to bother y'all with counting them. Actually, curiosity has me wanting to know. So we're going to count them. Bear with me. And if you don't want to see that, just fast forward. It won't hurt my feelings, I promise. Alright, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Oh my Jesus. Woo. See, the last time that happened to me. 15, 18, 21. I'm not even halfway through, y'all. 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. Now I can't even set them up straight up because they're falling all over everything. 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, 54. Oh, okay. 54. And I found a navy. Always a good staple. And this right here, I have not ever used. This is a Coates & Clark, but I've not used it. It says machine embroidery, but it is a 40 weight, so it could be used for near about anything. But it's polyester. Alright, so I have a dark orange. Sorry. I have a dark yellow. And I bought a lot of those. 2, 4. I'm gonna put them right here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. Alright, I think this was on my receipt, but I don't even remember. Let's see. $0.10. 10 cents. 10 cents. Is that insane or what? I was trying to see where the navy is, but the navy's not showing on here. Oh, some of those buttons were only like a nickel to 10 cents. Okay, yeah, so the navy was 10 cents as well. Okay, I can deal with that. Alright, now, the only other thing, let me put these back, y'all, because, trust me. Oh, no, you know what? I'm not going to do that right now. Alright, so the other thing that was in that bag that I haven't shown you yet is, you know I said my daughter-in-law does embroidery and stuff like that. So, I bought her a lot of DMC floss. And I also, that's been since the closing down. I bought a lot at West Columbia, but not this trip, but another trip. But I don't show y'all because it's not for me, so I really don't feel like I should anyway. But this is not for me, but I wanted to show you. It's those little floss bobbins, the DMC bobbins, and there's 28 per pack. So I bought her like 100. What do you call them? What do you call one of these that, I don't know where it's at. Is that a skein too? The little thing of DMC floss? One of the little things? I don't know what you call them. I really don't. My brain just went... And y'all, I still have another video to record. Alright. So 4. The piece de la resistance. Or however you say it. my southern self can't say it properly. This right here is 14 yards of Florida Gator fabric. I'm not a Gator fan. I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. Y'all know this. But this right here, $16.78. 80% off. I didn't get this at 90%. I guess because the fabric just wasn't 90, but $16 for 14 yards. Yeah. That's a lot. So, I will probably be making a Florida Gator bag. If any of you are Florida Gator fans, stay tuned. Alright. That's pretty much it. Ow. A board hit me on my head, I think. Oh, no, wait. This is... I don't know what this is. I told my daughter-in-law to look at it the other day. I'm like, look! What is that? She's like, Miss Lynn, looks like a bump. I did hit myself in the head with a board, though. But that's not it. So, what was I going to tell y'all at the end of this thing? I said stay tuned. I don't remember. Oh. I mean, I will tell y'all a little bit about my crazy week. All right. I started making some bags on Tuesday when I recorded my last video. And it was so funny because those bags are sitting on my cutting table right now, and they haven't been touched since probably about an hour or two after that recording, because I worked on those, and I had sent a text to my daughter-in-law and said, when the baby wakes up, let me know, because I want to come see him. Yeah, it was his birthday, right? So, they didn't get touched. And then I had to work Wednesday and Thursday. Well, Wednesday I had to work, and then I went straight up to, I came back here, went to me and my husband went to West Columbia. We didn't get home till probably 8 o'clock that night. Well, I was tired, turkey. And then I had to work to clean up Thursday. And then when I got home Thursday, I was done. I was not going to be doing any more work that night. There was no, I was physically exhausted because we cleaned that entire store. So I was quite tired. And then Friday, we started construction. So my house got ripped apart, disorganized, things everywhere. You couldn't hardly, honestly, y'all, when I took everything out of this room, it looked like a hoarder lived in my house. But storerooms often do look like, storage places kind of do look like that. When you pull all the stuff out of storage, you're kind of like, wow, there's a lot of crap in here. So, Friday was spent on construction. Saturday was spent half on construction and half on moving things into the new storage area. And my daughter-in-law had started kilsing this room for me because it was half blue. The bottom half of it was a deep navy. It was like a mix between, to me, I thought it was more royal blue, but once I got in here and looking, it was a little darker. It wasn't quite navy, because navy would have looked black. It definitely had still the blue hue to it, but it wasn't quite as royal as royal blue. So she kills 2 layers, I think, on that wall, and then all this got 1 layer of kills, and then she had to go home. That was Saturday. Saturday night, I kills this half again. Cause y'all, you know me, I'm up at the crack of dawn, and except for this morning. This morning I slept till almost 7. I was tired. But y'all, I've been running non-stop since my last video. I have not taken time to slow down and rest. That's okay. I'm almost to the point to where I can do that. I don't have to work outside of the home. So I have time to focus on this, getting all this situated. And like I said, I will give y'all a tour of it. It won't be today. It won't be in this video or the next video. I might do it in the following video, because that'll give me time. I don't like showing things. I don't mind showing you my mess, but it stresses me out to see it. So I don't think I would be in a good spot to film it. Does that make sense? Seeing my home in disorganized and things everywhere has already got me to a stress point that I just don't like. So I will show y'all that in my new area that I hope will be my area for quite a bit, because it's not as expensive as building the 14 by 14 area that I wanted to build, but it still took a chunk of money, and I don't want to spend any more right now. I really, really, really don't want to spend any more money right now. Between JOANN's and this whole making myself another space has really hit the pocketbook, so I don't want to spend any more money. So anyway, I'm going to get all that done, and I will show y'all that in another video. But I'm going to get off this one, and then I will record the next one for the West Columbia trip. And yes, it was disappointing, but my store had spoiled me with the 90% off. So anyway, for today, I hope you enjoyed all my random stuff, because this was all we had. This what y'all saw today was basically all we had left. There was only that fabric, and I grabbed that fabric when I got to work. So, well, I asked my coworker, Miss Germaine, if she wanted it, and she's like, no. I was like, okay. You know, I will give somebody, if it's not something that I need, I will give other people a chance to get it before I get it. But she said no. So I said, okay, I'll take it. And then once I'd already put it back and, you know, everything, she's like, well, you know, I do have a friend that lives in Florida. I'm like, well, she's like, nah, never mind. I was like, okay, just checking. But, you know, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a lot of completely random stuff. Like I said, it's not, I mean, it's good stuff to have. Like all this thread, this pail is almost light enough to where I could do quilts on quilts and quilts and quilts with this. And that might be my backup to, but I do plan a lot of light colored quilts anyway. And now that I'm done with JOANN, now that they have closed for me, because there's no local JOANN's, I would have to probably drive 2 hours or so. And since there's only going to be 3 more days, no, I don't think I'm going to. I told y'all I have to drive my husband's beast of a truck. So I'm going to get off here. But I want y'all to try to do something that you enjoy today. I hope you can. I hope you get the opportunity to, because I can't tell you, just sitting here doing this in my new space has brought me so much joy. I can't articulate it. It's just, I'm so happy. So I hope you can find that today, no matter whether it's knitting, crocheting, hanging out with people, not hanging out with anybody, streaming, YouTube, your favorite show, even putting music on and just listening to music. Whatever it is, I hope you find that today. And until next time, if you find it, grab it, and don't let go. I will see you on my next video. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.